I say testing, testing. One, two, three, four. Mic check, mic check. Could you guys hear me in the back? Okay. What about camera three, camera four? You guys ready? Okay. But before we start filming, we're going to read about the movie script first. Before we get to the movie script, we're going to read this scene from Philo. So, and five, four, three, two, one. Genesis Reset. You're on. Hey, 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 hello everyone. This is your boy Genesis Reset, and I am back on the movie script with the director Philo. Now, Philo, he's not here, but we do have his movie script, right? So, what we're going to do, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to read this movie script real slowly and carefully. I mean, we're going to milk it just like a whole cow. We're going to take our time, get some cookies and milk with it, get your favorite cookie, Oreos, chocolate chips, whatever the case may be. We're going to do the milk and cookie bit because I want us to get on the same footing with this right here. So without further ado, I want to take you first to a movie that I kind of like here. Okay. And you've seen this movie before. It's called A Few Good Men with Jack Nicklaus and Tom Cruise and Demi Moore, all in with some good actors, right? And in this particular scene right here, Jack Nicklaus is on trial for giving the code red to Santiago, which unfortunately came to his demise. But what got me very curious was the fact that he gave two orders, two lawful orders, right? One was in front of the group of soldiers. He told them to not to touch Santiago. But when they left, he held back two soldiers and told them to give Santiago the code red, which inevitably came to his demise, according to the movie, right? It's a good movie. But see, that's what he's on trial for, because by him being the big kahuna, he can dodge certain things, right? He can lie, but you can't touch him because you got so many subordinates up under him that he can wiggle his way out of it. But fortunately, Caffrey, Tom Cruise, got him to admit it. Got him to say, damn right I did. Damn right I ordered the code red. Now what? And now what was that it was some people above him, right? Who put the platinum on him. Because he thought, guess what? He thought that he was above the law. Right there. He thought that he was above the law in this movie script. So let's look at another movie script and see who is above the law and who isn't. So with that being said, let us continue here. Philo made a good movie script here. As you guys can see this bastard right here during the Hellenistic period. Like I done him before, I put a lot of little emphasis on him, and very important emphasis. But once again, for those who need a recap, I'm just going to do a little recap, just very quickly here. As you can see here, Philo here regarded the Bible right here as a religious, allegorical interpretation of the Bible. And he made a book called the New Testament. Now, at this time here, it wasn't called the New Testament, but it was a lot of different letters and scripts put, should I say, a lot of scrolls or letters put together to create what is now called the New Testament by the church fathers here. But he is the author of all of this, right? He is the author using these allegorical, the Stoic mode here, which is the natural aspects of life and death, of having children and offsprings and whatnot to carry on the family name, pretty much. But he interpreted all of this to give the Romans here what they wanted, because the Romans was, known for copying, killing. That was their MO. They copied a lot of things from the Carthaginians, what they shipped. They copied a lot of things from the Greeks. They copied a lot of things from the Africans, and that's what they did. They how you copy something and they try to make it better than what it is, and they try to make it their own. And that's what they did. That's what they was known for. All right. So Philo, did a fabulous job of copying this book here, which he was a Hellenistic Jew, not to be confused with the true house of the tribe of Judah, the Judean. Not to be confused, they was forced into it, more or less. So he gave this book to the Romans and to the church father, pretty much, and that's what they devised this into this book here. So let's dive into this script here. All right, it's just not a lot, but we're just gonna look at one thing because of just like the movie The Few Good Men, when Jack Nicholas gave that lawful order to not to touch Santiago, then he gave another lawful order to give Santiago this code red. So we're going to keep that same lawful order from a, I forgot what his rank was, commander of Guantanamo Bay, but he was the guy in chief. He was in command, right? So let's look at this two lawful orders in Matthew, to which Philo wrote of JC, right? Let's look at these two lawful orders, more or less. 17 and 18. Right? 17 and 18. Now we're gonna milk this because I might do another part 2 with this, just for kicks and giggles. Right? Now 17. Let's read it slow. Think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I am not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled. Now, let's take a deep breath. Quiet on the set. I hear a lot of noise in the back. Okay. Hush. We still moving. We still reading the script, y'all. Okay. Now, think not that I come to destroy the law. Let's stop right there. Which law is he talking about? Is he talking about the Roman law? Because during that time, you had the Romans. During this time, the Romans was in play. Caesar was in play. And all his order and soldiers was around loving Caesar. And they had to obey the Romans' law. Was he talking about that? Or was he talking about the law, the first 5 books of Moses, right? The law. Now, you see here just the simple English of it. It said, think not that I come to destroy the law. Now, in order for someone to destroy the law, he have to be the one that created the law. Is any geared? Quiet. I hear a lot of noise over there. Okay. All right. Quiet. How is this possible? Right? How is this possible? Is Philo saying that what we think he's saying? Because that's what it seemed like. That's what he's saying. He said, think not that I come to destroy the law, but I come to fulfill it. Okay, I want to jump back. Think that I come to destroy the law. In order for someone to destroy the law, you have to be the one that made the law. Now, the law consists of a lot of things within the 12 tribes of Israel. You know, our laws, our land, the way we govern ourselves, when we go to war, what we eat, when to give the land rest, everything. All the 12 tribes, except for, the tribe of Levi, they have no inheritance, but all is supposed to be established at this particular time. Has this been accomplished? I want you to ask yourself that. Have this been accomplished? I mean, we rational adults. My elite Israelites, we are rational adults, thinking, comprehensive. 1 + 1 = 2. We're not stupid. We're not. See, this is where the movie scripts comes in at, right? See, the movie scripts pulls at your heartstrings, your left and your right, and you begin to feel it. It's not true, but your emotional tug of war, makes it real. You can feel it. You look at the movie screen and you see them people crying and you feel it because you can kind of relate to it. And you be like, yeah, they feel me. They feel my pain. They feel my agony. I've been there. I've done that. And they know me. I'm part of that. And see, this is why we get confused here, right? So now we not longer thinking logically. We thinking emotionally, right? So he said, think not I come to destroy the law. What is Philo saying? Are Philo saying what I think he's saying? He said, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. I not come to destroy, but to fulfill. Philo saying that JC, here it comes, drum roll, quiet in the back. Quiet in the back. He is saying that this character here is God. This is what he's saying. He's saying that this guy, JC, is God. Because only the Most High created the law, statutes, and commandments, right? When Moses went up there, got our ancestors out of Egypt, Moses came up there, the Ten Commandments, the Levites, and he gave so on and so forth, all these laws and whatnot. So they are saying, ladies and gentlemen, that JC was the one at Mount Sinai. JC is the one that got the 12 tribes of Israel out of Egypt. JC is the one that blocked the Egyptian from attacking Israel when they left out. They sent all these things in the so-called Old Testament, which is really nothing more than the book of remembrance. This is what the Most High told us to do. Above all else, is just to remember him. But Philo here in this New Testament book is saying that all that is him, right? All this is his doing. And he said, verily I say to you, 18, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or not, or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law to all be fulfilled. Has it been fulfilled? Has any of this, what he's saying, has been fulfilled during this time? Right? Oh, this movie script is really good. I mean, it's really good. I mean, it's pulling. There's so much more up in here, right? Because, you got so many different things, but it's all pulling at your heartstring. There was somebody said something that kind of caught me that I didn't even realize that said that when somebody have you emotionally, almost like a woman, you know, when somebody have your heartstrings and whatnot, all rationale goes away. It's almost like an abusive relationship that a lot of us be in, and mostly women, and men too, but mostly women. But it is the emotional attachment that they have. Physical abuse, verbal abuse. These are abusive things that a lot of us, we think that the person loves us, but really it's an abusive love because you've been beaten down so much that it has become a fear. That's what it has become. It has become a fear that when to run, you should get out of it, but you can't because you're scared. Like a lot of that is happened within the slave plantation, right? But I digress here. But we finna milk this just a little bit more, right? I want you to think about what Philo is saying, what the script is really saying here also. Say, think not that I come to destroy the law or the prophets. Now, we all heard the story that, Joseph was with Mary, and the so-called angel told Joseph not to put Mary away because she was with child and they didn't have any relations, right? And this is the story that they say here in this New Testament, this script right here from Philo. Now, I want you to imagine yourself. Imagine you was God, right? This is what I want my elite Israelites to think of, right? I want you to think that you as God, right, during this time. So you, God, the magnificent, the all-powerful, who created everything that sometimes we can't even fathom the power of it. Okay. I want you to think about this. Now imagine here's this woman, but prior before this woman, you God. You somehow, you shrink yourself down to the lowest level of mankind to impregnate this woman with yourself, right? And you go through all the 9 months in this incubation of this woman here, and you God, the all powerful that made everything, right? Now she gives birth to you, right? She give birth to you. You boo booing on yourself. Your diaper got to get changed. You crying for milk. You sucking on Mary's titty, your mother. All this stuff, and you the all powerful God, right? You going through all this changes because you're a child. You got to grow up according to the story here in the New Testament. You falling, you can't walk. She got to teach you how to crawl and walk. You this all powerful God that reduced yourself down to this molecular level of a newborn child, right? And then after all of that have transpired, here come the day that the Romans grabbed you. You've been betrayed, whatever the case may be, and they nail you on the cross. You God, you this all powerful God, and you allowed yourself to get captured by these people to nail you on the cross of this crucifixion to lower yourself. And you God, you want to feel all this pain and everything. Let me ask you something. You God, you God, right? We just hypothetically thinking all of this, right? Do you think that God would allow something like that on his ledger, on the books, on his chart, in his holy record? Do you think, you really think about that? That God would allow himself to be brutalized, that to a God that lives forever to have himself nailed on the cross or stake, whatever, the movie script says, right? And then he have that in his mind for eternity because the Most High lives forever. I could show you that plenty of times that the Most High lives forever. You really think that he allowed these grummy, dirty hand Romans to put his hand on his holy body? I remember when all of you, and here it is that this so-called movie script here, that he comes not only to die for the sins of the children of Israel, he comes for the sins of the world, right? But how is that even possible then? Because JC's come for the children of Israel. He didn't come from the Romans, the laws of the Romans or laws of the world. These are two different entities. But imagine that. This is what they want you to believe. This. God, they're all powerful. That we can't, that Moses, right here. What did Moses ask? Hold on, let me bring this over here. You guys can go see this here. Moses asked, could he see his glory? Right? The Father said, listen, no one can see me, my face, and there should no man live to see it. Right? But according to the movie script with Philo, there it is. You got the pharaohs right there looking at him. Got the Romans looking at him. Got everybody in the world looking at him. But this is supposed to be God. Right? This is what Philo is saying. This is what the heartstrings is saying. This is what people believe in. Like, yeah, we can see God. But no, the Old Testament, the book of the remembrance, the Father said, man, nobody going to see me. And you're going to be living to tell the story about it. It's really just that simple. But yet still, but when you are emotionally attached, right? When you emotionally attached to a movie script, it's real. You got a lot of people believing that they Batman. The mind is a powerful thing. It's a powerful organism that can be manipulated. And when you are so passionate about something, You really can believe it. You got some people who really believe they can fly, or and they end up perishing. But we are rational thinking people. We are the Old Testament Israel. And this is what this script is trying to manipulate. I mean, it's really very simple, but I know a lot of us, like I said before, that you're not going to be able to convince them, and it's not for you to do that. It's for you to be rational, it's for you to be logical, it's for you to be self-assurance, it's for you to take a deep breath and to let the Most High work, because things are what's transpiring, you have no control of, right? But this is here, ladies and gentlemen, this is what they want you to believe, that God reduced himself down to our level to be nailed on the cross, or whatever the case may be, to take away the sins of the world. Why would he do something like that? Right? All he got to do is to, before all that, before I say that, during this time right here, the Day of Atonement, right? The priest will grab a sheep, or a goat. I believe it was the goat, and the priest will sprinkle blood upon the goat and let the goat go free. Yes, a goat. I got so many things in my head. That's why we get the expression, the scapegoat, right? So the goat, I'm sorry, somebody like going past my door here. They making noise. But yeah, but the goat was let free in the forest. That was it. The goat wasn't brutalized. The goat wasn't crucified. The goat wasn't harmed in no way at all. But they manifest this brutality of this movie script into that, the atonement. Right? So that's what I want you guys and girls to think about, right? To use your mind. To say that doesn't make any sense, because the Most High said that no man shall see me and live to tell the story about it. But here it is, this movie script right here, and they got movies all over the world showing that this person, got thorns and all, just a bunch of mental brutality to pull on your heartstrings and whatnot. And the Father never sanctioned, not one. Let me say this clearly. Let me say it with my chest, okay? Let me say it with my chest. The Father ain't never, ever grabbed a man, a woman, a child to be used as a sacrifice for sin. He never did any of that. Our Most High God loves us, and he has never done anything like that. And I was talking to one guy. I'm not gonna say his job title. He gonna try to tell me that Isaac was the example that was used, right, by Abraham. And I said, sir, that was a test. Abraham didn't kill Isaac. The father tested him to see that he believed in everything what the father was saying. He said, okay. And he did that test, and he passed. And Isaac wasn't sacrificed. He wasn't killed. All right? And I'm saying to myself, this person had read this book plenty of time. Matter of fact, he teaches. And he teaches this right here, that, he's God, this movie script. And I'm like, sir, I just told you that Isaac didn't die. And you know that. But yet you still using this as an example of a sacrifice, a human sacrifice, which the Most High ain't never ordained. He has never sanctioned. But yet still people want to put a circle inside a square. See, this is dangerous. You know what I'm saying? This is when, put it like this here. This is me, right? I'm going to tell you something. I don't get upset. What it is that it's like your humanity kicks in, right? It's almost like saying to yourself, man, you see a person walking across the street in traffic. You're like, man, don't you see these cars coming? Or a blind dude, right? You see this person going right in the middle of traffic. And so instantly you kind of look, you be like, man, this person's still walking. Then you be like, you either going to yell out or you're going to run over there and grab them. Like, hey, man, you about to get hit in traffic. Right? You want to stop them. You like, because your humanity kicking. You be like, man, you don't want this person to get hit on your watch. You like, man, because you know better. You've been taught better. Your parents done taught you better. Look out for somebody. Somebody, you got some crazy sick people and you see that they about to harm themselves. You'll try to do something, right? Because other than that, I'll put roller skate on your ass and zip your ass on out there. Put some goddamn it ice skates, roller wheel, derby, put some grease on the floor and slide your ass out there in the middle of traffic. They're gonna carry your crazy ass out there. You know better than walk out there in traffic. But since you want to walk out in traffic, shit, you moving too slow. Let me put some roller skates on your ass, goddamn it. I'll put some jet on you, put some jet fuel on your ass. Light your ass up and throw your ass out there. Hurry up. Go ahead. End your life. Hurry up. Do us all a favor. But the humanity in us, that's what it is. The humanity in me just doing these lessons just to get us, man, don't walk into traffic, dog. But this is what I'm just trying to get, ladies and gentlemen, trying to get us to understand this. But, hey, people like, people like bumping their head against the wall. And sometimes you just got to let them do it. So before I leave, I want to give you some inspiration here, real quick here, right? Some things that Jeremiah was saying, that things about to come to pass and the things that we're going to get out of this mess, ladies and gentlemen. He said, why are you crying for the affliction? And thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thy iniquity, because the sins were increased. I have done these things unto you. This is the Most High talking via Jeremiah. He said, therefore, all that they devour shall be devoured. Talking about us and our situation over here in America and abroad, that wherever the Most High has scattered us. He said, therefore, all that they devour thee, you, shall be devoured. And all thy adversary, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be spoiled. And all that prey upon thee will I give for prey. That's one. It's plenty other, but I just want to give you some more inspiration here. That is going to come true. Unlike the movie script Philo. He said, behold, the day comes, says the Lord, the Most High, that I will make a new covenant, a law, with the house of Israel and the house of Judah. Not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand and brought them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, says the Lord. But this shall be a covenant, a law, right? This is what the covenant is. All right. Behold, the day comes, said the Lord, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they break, although I was a husband unto them, said the Lord. But this shall be the covenant that I would make with the house of Israel after those days, these days what we are going through today, says the Lord, that I will put my law, listen to me, y'all, that I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. The day is coming, ladies and gentlemen. The day is coming that the Most High say He's going to put His laws in our inward part, because the Father is tired of us making mistakes. And just like James Brown said, the big payback is coming. And for all you guys who want to, I'm going to put this movie clip right here in the description. And you guys going to see the two orders that was given. And, and to get him to admit that he was guilty. He lied. Because he said, damn right I gave the order. Damn right I gave the code red. And he lied. And a lot of people have lied to us on that movie script. But we're going to be okay. And with that, quiet on the set. We're going to cut in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peace out, y'all. Genesis Reset.